Okay, we're going to be looking a little bit at volume. The first one it wants is a prism. So a prism is pretty much just a box. So you're talking about some kind of box type shape. The prisms can have different size bases, but most of the ones we're going to be dealing with in this section are rectangular prisms. So it's just very much like a standard box of some kind. Now, if you don't want to draw the box, that's fine. It just helps some students to see it. So let's label the sides of this real quick. One side of this box has a width of 11. It has a length of 18, and it has a height of 17. But all you need to do to find the volume is the volume of one of these is you're going to have the area of the base, which is your length times your width, times the height. That's true for anything. So if you do the area of the base times the height, that's going to give you the volume, the basic volume formula for a lot of these different shapes you're going to look at. So all I need to do now is go to Desmos and just get an 18 times 11 times 17. So 18 times 11 times 17 is 3366 for this first one. So that should be my answer for the volume. Now the next one, and here's why I encourage you to think of this as area of the base times the height. This one is a cylinder. A cylinder is pretty much just a can. So if I'm looking at the volume of a cylinder, something about like that, and it tells me the diameter, the distance all the way across this thing is 14, and it tells me the height of this thing is 15. So a pretty fat can, 14 across, 15 high. Now, keeping in mind that the volume is the area of the base times the height, since this is a circle, the area of the base is going to be pi r squared, and then the height is going to still be h. Now, the other difficulty is notice that 14 is my diameter, so I have to remember that my radius is only 7 because my radius is half of my diameter. So when I go to plug this in, I'm going to have pi times 7, because once again I have to do half of the diameter of 14 is 7 for my radius times my height. And that's going to be my formula to find the volume. Once again, go to Desmos. So I have 7, or I'm going to have pi times 7 squared times my height of 15, and that is going to be the volume. Once again, if I'm rounding to the nearest tenth, that means I need to get rid of just one decimal place. So since that's a 7 right there on the line, that is going to round that up. So I'm going to have 2309.1 for my final. And that should be how you get the volume of that one.